What's up, reefers? It's Mike. Today's water change day, so I know I've done this video before, but I'm just going to run you guys through, the water change procedure on the tank. I try to keep it simple. I try to break things up. So like the other day, I cleaned my power heads. I cleaned the gyre and the wave maker over here. Also cleaned my auto top off, which is just a float valve switch. I don't know if you can see that. But I went and got some citric acid, let them soak. Well, actually, I didn't soak the power heads. I just soaked the auto top off. But all I do on this is I always suck out of my rear chambers for my water change. Keeps the detritus out of the bottom of the chambers, and of course everything's turned off. I turn my heater off. I turn my return pump off. Have the algae scrubber, which I don't really, I just keep it running. It's only on an hour a night, but turn that off as well. And then put your power heads in feed mode because it's a relatively quick procedure. Put it down, start the siphon, and just let it go. This is my fresh water right here. I always mix up 4.5 gallons fresh water, so it gives me 2 water changes out of it. Because I do about, that was close. Don't want to do that. Forgot to turn off my auto top off, which is fine. Because I just put the switch inside here real quick, a valve. There we go. But yeah, I usually try to break everything up. Cleaned my buckets last week as well with some vinegar. Got all the precipitants out of it because I use instant ocean reef crystals, so it tends to have dissolved solids that stay in the bucket if you don't clean it over time. But other than that, that's about it. I mean, I get roughly 2 gallons. I do not make it perfect, but just because I don't like to suck salt water, even though I just did. That's okay. But it's easier if you can break things up, if you don't do everything all at once. That's how I like to think about it, especially with these reef tanks. If you keep it simple, or as simple as you can get it, that's the key to success in my mind. Again, breaking it up, cleaning the pumps separately, making the pumps easy for you to clean. So, like, don't zip tie the cords together. If you can, get some Velcro straps. These things are fantastic. My little trickery is these are the best. I use them for my tubing, to store my tubing, and also all my wires, so that if I ever have to take anything out, I simply just undo the straps and I'm good to go. Replace my filter floss. That's about 4 days. Again, I got my I guess you would call it mixing station is right across the hall, so it's not a big deal. I just grab everything I have right there. What do I need here? I was going to grab something in here. I just can't think of it at the time. Now, double check, make sure that's off. All right. So this is the original pump that came in the system. Excuse me. Excuse me. I upgraded the pump, so I use this one to mix my salt. All I do is stick my tubing on. That's what I was going to do. Get my filter floss. I pre-cut my filter floss. My wife is a quilter, all that stuff. So she has a cutting mat with the roller cutter, perfect. But like I was saying, replace the filter floss, and I do this before because it kind of gives me the ability to filter out if there's any, you know, large scale precipitants in the buckets. They should be fine right now, because I did wash them out the other day. Put my finger over the hose, have a plug right here, turn it on, and I just let it go. And all I do now is I fill it up to the spot where it last was at. There's a solid line there from, you know, just scum that's in the back. So I fill it up to the same spot every time. Nothing really special. Excuse me. You can fill it up inside as well. Not a big issue. I do not, this is just me, a lot of people do it, but I do not heat up the water before. It's only 2 gallons. I haven't had an issue, so I don't really worry too much about that. Again, everybody does it a little different. If I was doing like a 50% water change, I would definitely heat it up beforehand. I have a heater for it if I need to, but this system, 2 gallons a week, is what I do every week. Clockwork, every Sunday. Super easy. It's about 10-15 minutes. Clean the pumps when I notice that they're getting really, you know, pretty dirty. Alright. So I turn my pump on, my heater on, algae scrubber pump is on as well. Well, algae reactor, it's not a scrubber. But all I do now is basically, I look in my middle chamber and just make sure the water goes to the same spot where it always is. Nothing too crazy or special here. I kind of just use my finger over the end of the pump, let the bubbles work out of the algae reactor, fill it a little more. You can see the float valve starting to move a little bit. That was a little bit more pressure than I wanted. And there we are. And that's as simple as it gets for a little tank like this. You know, 2 gallons, nothing crazy. Let the water drain out of the tube. And that's that. So return and everything is on right now. My power heads are not on at the moment, but they will be here in a second. One of them has a feed mode that is on for 10 minutes. So if you can do your water change in 10 minutes, which on these tanks is relatively easy, especially, like I said, if you can break up the process of your cleaning procedures, like maintenance, then it's not terrible. But I'll turn those on for you guys so you guys can see them. Don't mind the mess, it's a working office. Excuse me. It's a spare bedroom, office, the whole 9. So I use it for a little bit of everything. This is where my reef tank is. But that's the water change. Nothing really to it. Keep it simple as you can. Well guys, that's the water change. Sorry it video messed up a little bit on my end, but I do need to go rinse this. You can see the salt creep all over it. I like to rinse it every time I do my water change. But yeah, let me get you guys a little more close-up shot of the tank so you guys can all see it. But you know, I try to keep it as simple as possible, and that's pretty much about it. So let me move this up real quick. You guys are on the tripod, so bear with me here. I just gotta lower you down. But everything's still open. Nothing, you know, crazy going on in the tank. But that's the process right there, guys. If you have any questions or anything, you guys always, you guys ask tons of questions. Hit me up in the comments. I'll see if I can answer them for you. There's some of them I can't answer. Some stuff I look up. But, that's the reef. If you guys want to like, comment, and subscribe, that always helps. Don't have to, obviously. I'm just happy that I got people that want to view the tank. So, much love. See you guys later.